requesting the formal creation of a district attorney investigator position. HR does see that there is a need for this position within the district attorney's office and would, since it's grant funded, would treat that the same we do for specialty courts or other grant funded positions, that when the grant would run out or if it didn't get renewed, we would then bring that position before the court, because at that point, we would have to ask the county to fund that.
And I would just say in those regards, if it came to that point, I think that that would ultimately mean that there's probably no Texas anti-gang unit funding coming from the state. This past legislative session, there was a massive increase actually in funding from $32 million to $46 million. And to give you a quick brief history, this ultimately started with Governor Abbott back in 2009. McLennan County came online with their tag office in 2019. We're one of 8 tag offices in the state of Texas, and they added a 9th tag office in Midland this legislative session. So as with any grant-funded position, and these in particular, these employees are very well aware they serve at the pleasure of the governor, essentially, in this grant-funded money. So if that were to cease in the future, so would these positions.
Okay, any questions?
Can I have?
Yes.
Do you mind stating the exact title and the salary for that position, just for the record, and so we can?
So the title is District Attorney Investigator. It'd be pay grade LE06 with a salary of $82,836 annually.
Thank you.
Questions?
Motion to approve, Judge.
All right. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and second. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Dustin.
Yes, sir. So we can move on to item F, bids, RFPs, RFQs. F1 is authorization of quotes with GTS Technology Solutions. F1A is regarding server maintenance, and F1B is regarding Commvault Cloud Backup and Recovery Software Solution, Microsoft 365 Enterprise. John?
Morning. So F1A is, just server renewal. We have to keep maintenance on our servers in case something goes wrong. That one's fairly straightforward. The total there being $2,551.70. It is included in the budget. The second one, F1B, is this is changing our backup solution. Right now, we were using Veeam, but we found we could get some savings by moving. It's kind of we're doing another move where we're repurchasing our servers, our, trying to think of the name of them, Isilon servers, sorry, our file servers. That's a capital item, so it's not coming to court directly, but this, in conjunction with that, is going to save us about $106,000 on our licensing for VMware. Sorry, I know I'm throwing a lot of names at you. But to save that $106,000, we needed to change our backup solution. And we're changing it to this Commvault, which, as you can see, the total would be $45,991 this year. That's about $4,791 short of the budget amount, but we're saving the $106,000, and it's also in the same line, so we're actually net about $98,000, or sorry, $101,000 something. So it works out very well in the county's favor and will protect all of our data. These items are recommended for approval.
All right, any questions?
Music to my ear when he says saving the county money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Just went a long way to get there, though, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did.
Sorry.
Motion to approve F1A and F1B. Second.
All right, I have a motion second. Any discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
F2 is authorization of quote from Center for Internet Security regarding Multi-State Information Sharing and Analysis Center membership for information technology. John?
Yes, this is the one I think I told you about this one during the budget, where the federal government had defunded the MSISAC, which helps us with our cybersecurity. They warn us of all kinds of threats out there and give help and that sort of thing. So it's definitely a necessary item, unfortunately. But we do get a 20% member discount, so that total came out to $7,996 and was budgeted in FY '26.
All right, any questions?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, have a motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
Thank you.
F3 is authorization of recommendation for RFP 25-015 recruitment services for Sheriff's Office. Ken?
Yes, on this RFP, we received responses from Applichat Limited, RCI Advanced Recruitment Solutions, Zoe Boyer with All-Star Talent, CPS HR Consulting, ACR Technology LLC, Walls Group, the Bowman Group, and Safeguard Recruiting LLC. We recommend that McLennan County reject all proposals for the recruitment service for McLennan County Sheriff's Office. We spent a great deal of time going through these proposals. We may not have written the best proposal for this recruitment services. So again, we're recommending we reject all, and talking to David Ives and Katie Taylor, we may take this a little bit different direction.
Okay.
Maybe using one of them in a small way versus
Full-blown.
full-blown.
Yeah. All right, I would make a motion that we reject all proposals.
Second.
Have a motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
Under item G, contracts and interlocal agreements, G1 is authorization of operation and management lease with McLennan County Fair regarding McLennan County Expo Center, also known as the base. And Judge and I will be meeting with the fair staff later this week and have an ongoing meeting, so we request this be deferred again.
I'll make a motion we defer.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
G2 is authorization of vendor referral agreement with Oceans Behavioral Health Hospital, Waco, for inpatient acute behavioral health services for specialty courts. I visited with Amy this morning, and this is similar to the agreement we have with Cedar Crest currently. Essentially, if once grant funding runs out, then this will be put on pause until future grant funding is secured. So just need a motion to approve this vendor referral agreement with Oceans.
All right, I'm unfamiliar with this. I make a motion we approve.
Second.
Have a motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
G3 is a ratification of memorandum of understanding with the Texas Division of Emergency Management for participation in the Texans Emergency Management Assistance Teams Program. This is one that had a short turnaround. Ryan Durker has reviewed this and sent it over to Judge. It was signed. And like I said, it had a short turnaround. So what's before you today is the ratification of this MOU with TDM.
All right, I asked the court to bail me out on this, since I've already signed it, but it looked, we had to move on it fairly fast, so.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
Moving on to item H, capital improvement and construction projects. H1 is regarding the Justice of the Peace Precinct 5 Office Edition fee proposal from STV, authorization of professional services invoice for September, invoice number 13. Ken?
Yes, this invoice is in the amount of $3,876.83. We've all looked at it, and we recommend approval.
Motion to approve.
All right, okay, I have a motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
H2 is regarding Chapel Road improvements, professional surveying and civil engineering services agreement with Walker Partners, authorization of engineering surveying services invoice through September. Amy?
Good morning, Commissioners,
Morning.
Judge. This is just a routine invoice from Walker Partners for their construction supervision for this project on Chapel Road.
All right,
By the way, it's looking very nice.
that's what I hear.
Yes.
I
very
need,
nice.
I'm gonna try to get over there this week.
Yeah, you can speed now.
Oh, really? Well, they always did, so.
I will tell you that majority of the paving is done. They've been working on finishing up some of the driveways, And we also have approved them to use contingency money to pave Far Miller and
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. That's where they've been
Cutting
rerouting
through,
around.
yeah, yeah.
That ought to make them happy,
Yeah,
hopefully.
we have enough money left in contingency that we're not going to have to come
I
back
like to
there
hear
in
that.
addition.
That's good.
That's even better.
Project well done.
Yeah. All right.
Project.
I'd make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, motion made and seconded. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
H3 is regarding the Old Springfield Road Waterline Improvement Project, Engineering Services Agreement with Walker Partners, authorization of engineering surveying services invoice through September. Amy?
Okay, this is just their final invoice for that project, which is now complete.
Super. Motion to approve. Second.
Motion made and second. I noticed that there's a big housing addition that's going on. Like if you're on Old Springfield and looking towards Loop 340, there's a big housing deal. Are they accessing this water line?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
No, this line actually dead ends at the church, basically. At some point in time, the city of Waco is going to continue it and make it a loop line, but not
Yeah.
at this point.
So when they loop it, does it go back to 340 and hit that? Is there a line that runs down 340?
I believe it's going to continue along Old Springfield and meet up with the city line further down.
That's what I thought. Okay. All right. Thank you. Any other questions, comments? We have a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. Thank you.
Right, under item I, budget amendments, I-1s regarding the FY25 budget. Francis?
Thank you. So starting with I-1A, this is a certification of revenue and related budget amendment. This was a compilation of donations that were received and then accepted by the court at different court meetings, and these were all in memory of Judge Hodges. And so we are just coming together now and setting up that budget for the specialty courts to utilize those funds. I-1B, this is general fund countywide road and bridge. You'll see there the amount, $12,675. That's the amount to increase that line item for FY25. So we just, I know there's been some weeks where there were some additional services needed for different precincts. So we are moving from the contingencies in the road and bridge countywide department. I-1C, this is General Fund Constable Precinct 5. They are needing to increase their travel reimbursement for FY25, and they have found additional funds in repair and maintenance within their department. I-1D, this is General Fund District Attorney. He is requesting to move within his department to increase professional development for FY25. F1E, this is general fund, this is our indigent defense department. And so, you know, there's many lines in this department. We separate by court, we separate by offense code. And so, you know, when we talk about it at budget, we really just look at that total. It's very, very difficult to budget within all of those courts and all of those offenses. And so we are definitely okay budget-wise in that department. We are just cleaning up the lines. And so you'll see there we had multiple lines we needed to increase at year end, and we are moving from those two line items there at the bottom under requested decrease. I-1F, this is general fund jury service. This falls under the district clerk's umbrella of departments, and this is a request to move the budget for postage between the district clerk's department and the jury service department. And it is just cleaning up line items to properly book those expenses where they belong, if they were jury related. I-1G, general fund mental health court, needing to increase court cost for last invoices coming in for the fiscal year. And again, money within that department to move into that line item. I-1H, this is general fund purchasing. They need a very, very small increase there in other services and charges, and they are moving from another line in their department. I, this is General Fund County Sheriff, and you'll see there's multiple departments there under the sheriff's umbrella, but these are all to clean up cost for FY '25, of course, and then they've found those funds in the contract personnel line that's housed there in jail medical, and that was due to a change in the contract mid-year. So that completes I1 for FY '25, and I can go ahead and cover I2. This is FY '26 matters. So starting with I2A1, this is Fund 141, which is our Justice Court Support Fund. This is a request from JP4. And again, in that special revenue fund, moving into his department specifically for furniture and equipment. And this is to cover cost for equipment for their new clerk position that was approved during budget sessions. There was some money budgeted, but that was not able to cover all of the cost. So this special revenue fund is definitely a good place and an appropriate place to cover this charge. I2A2. This is a request, sorry. This is not a budget amendment, but a request to increase the amount allocated for a capital outlay item that was approved during the FY '26 budget process. This is for the camera project at JP4, and you'll see that the adjustment to the project for increased cost is $375. I2B, this is a budget amendment in Fund 401, our Permanent Improvement Fund, and these are increased costs related to the fire alarm replacement project at Highway 6 Jail. I2C, this is General Fund, Maintenance of Buildings. This request is to move from contingencies in the General Fund into Maintenance of Buildings. These are unplanned costs related to a moisture issue at the juvenile facility. And so this will cover the rental of the dehumidifiers and the cost related to that.
Okay,
then- oh, sorry.
excuse me, do you have one more?
One more,
Yeah,
and
D.
then, and I know John Carter can speak on these two increases as well if needed, but then I2D, this is also an increase to a capital outlay item that was approved during the budget. This one is for the audiovisual upgrade at County Court at Law 1, and it is an increase of $1,157.99.
Okay, are there any questions on any of those? So what we're looking at here is a motion to approve I1A through I1I, and also to look at I2, or approve I2A through I2D. That does both the 25 and 26 adjustments.
Motion to approve.
Second. All right, I have a motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, pass.
All right, we have nothing under item J this week. Under item K, grants, grant proposals. K1 is our ARPA discussion. K1A is regarding the professional services agreement with Orvis Mazars. Authorization of grant management service invoice through September. This invoice totals $3,934.79. It has been reviewed and is recommended for approval.
Okay, and how much longer will we be employing?
Judge, that will,
You stole my question.
that will go on just because they're doing that monitoring and the subrecipient monitoring. So we will continue to have these expenses with Forvis for, I guess it'll be pretty much all through 2026. And then as we move even past that with the ongoing reporting and close out with the with the Department of Treasury.
Okay. All right, not what I wanted to hear, but, all right.
That's paid for out of the ARPA funds.
Right.
So,
But I'm just-
That's right.
I'm tired of hearing about ARPA.
Perpetuity.
Yeah. Okay, any other questions?
Motion to approve K1A, or have we already done that?
No?
Okay, motion to approve.
All right.
Second.
Have a motion second, any other discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, pass.
K1B is regarding the McLennan County ARPA HVAC renovation project, agreement with Lockridge Priest, authorization of pay application number 10. Ken?
Yes, this pay application is the amount of $704,328.07. Visited with TJ, and we recommend approval.
All right, any questions?
One question. So here, Ken, the balance to finish it is about $1.4 million? Is that what's left in that? Okay. All right, thank you. Motion to approve.
All right, motion made and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
K2 is regarding the Bureau of Justice Assistance Patrick Leahy Bulletproof Vest Partnership Program, authorization of grant application submission for FY 2025. This is the annual grant we apply for. Sometimes they focus on funding small jurisdictions, but we think it is it's worth the effort to apply, and we have submitted questionnaires to all departments. They're submitting those now, and this grant application is due December 19th. We just need a motion to approve the authorization of this submission of the grant application.
All right, I'll make that motion.
Second.
All right, have a motion second. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
And Judge, we have 3 minutes left on this Zoom meeting, so we might be able to do this next item, and then we're going to need to take a break for IT to transition us over to the next 40-minute block.
Well, let me go ahead and recess if it's okay.
Okay.
And we can do that, but next item may have more questions. All right, it is 9:32. That's less than 40 minutes.
We started a little bit early to admit.
Okay, all right.
To admit.
I'm not going to argue with the clock, so we stand recess.
true.
All right. We've got some thoughts.
It's in good hands. Dustin, Haley, and Mike.
Okay, it's 9:39, let's call court back into session. So Dustin?
Yes, sir, and I think we should have Major Ives and Captain Nixon, so under K3, this is regarding the Office of the Governor, Public Safety Office, bullet-resistant components for law enforcement vehicles grant program, authorization of grant application, and related resolutions and forms. So Major Ives or Captain Nixon, would y'all like to present?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're asking the court to approve us to apply for a grant. This was added in the 89th legislature by House Bill 2217. It's now being codified into the government code under 772.013. There's a few grant programs that were codified in the 89th for law enforcement specific purposes. This one specifically is for a grant program to equip vehicles used by peace officers with bullet-resistant components. The maximum funding on this is $5 million. We're asking for a portion to outfit our patrol fleet with our front windows and then our front passenger and front driver side windows and door panels with bullet-resistant glass and materials. There is no match for this grant. This is the first time this grant's been offered by the state, so we're not real sure what to expect from it. Once again, this is just trying to get approval to apply for the grant. The court can certainly come back after the fact and say, once an award determination has been made, if one is made in the affirmative for us, if they do want to accept that or not.
Questions?
I do have a question. What happens with, when the vehicle goes out of service, what happens with the materials?
None of those materials will be left in these vehicles when they go to auction. They will have to be converted back to standard glass windows.
That's all I needed to know.
Well, can you reuse them, I guess?
Yeah.
So
It'd have to be the same model.
They are. So the vehicles, the body styling doesn't change as often as people think. So they make minor changes to like some of the software, the headlights, but the actual frame of the vehicle only changes on about a 7-year cycle. So that glass is usable for up to that period of time. Now, the issue that you run into is the side windows are clip-in. It's very easy to take the side windows and the side panels. They come out very easily. The front window, because it is glued in, they said that there is a high, and when I say high, it's not more than 50%, but it's higher than the side windows by far, that they can crack, that polycarbonate can crack when they try to remove it because it has to be glued into the vehicle. So the front windows are less recoverable than the side windows. But even then, we don't know the full scope of that because the only agency that has been using them for a period of time is the Texas Department of Public Safety, and they've only had them in fleet for 2 years.
Okay. So I guess what we're looking at is the approval to start the process to apply for the grant, and then it can come back to court for final approval to go ahead and sign in, subscribe to the grant. Is that pretty much it? Okay.
Correct.
All right.
Well,
All right. Any other questions?
yeah, if another agency buys it, Major, you're gonna be able to try to leave those in there for the smaller agencies? If you sell it.
At auction?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
something we
well, not at auction, but if you're selling it just to a private, a smaller city police department or something.
Yeah, as long as they're authorized for that type of, those types of
Purchase.
materials, we wouldn't see any reason, and they're not transferable to a newer model that we have.
Right, yes, sir. Yeah.
We're just gonna try to keep it with the county.
Well, this is dear to my heart because I had two of my best friends, one of my two closest friends killed in the last 2 months of my career from rifle shots and gunshots through the windshields. So I do make a motion that we approve this grant application.
A second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Under item L, Department Office Specific Request, L1 is Road and Bridge Precinct 4, authorization of reimbursement for water line damage. Commissioner Perry?
Yes, this is over Shiloh Baptist Church, and it's the chicken or the egg deal. So we're not sure who exactly was to be at fault in this, and so we figured it'd be easier just to split the repair cost, our share being $243.75. I'd make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, have a motion, second. I guess we can do like church and pass the plate. So we have a motion, second. No other discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
L2 is McLennan County Community Supervision and Corrections Department, adult probation, approval of order accepting certain property donated by Community Supervision and Corrections Department and declaring that property as waste and authorizing the disposal of said waste property. Ken?
Yes, this order is like twofold because adult probation buys this with state monies for us to do anything with it, the county, that is. They need to donate it to the county. The court must accept it. And then I'm asking, as usual, for the court allow us to dispose of it as we can. I know IT's looked at the computers and stuff. They're not usable for us. And of course, the vest will be disposed of as we have in the past.
Okay, any questions?
You got room for all this?
Can you read all the serial numbers
What-
for us before we get done with it?
It might go past 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we've got another.
38, 34 minutes.
Judge, motion to approve.
Thank you. Motion second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
Under item M, additional items for discussion and potential action. M1s regarding the McLennan Central Appraisal District 2026 Board of Directors, authorizations regarding board member selections and related resolutions ballot. Back on October 7th, the agenda, the court nominated Commissioner Smith to the board. We have now received the ballot. The county has 831 votes to cast. However, the court decides nominees are Dwayne Moss, Jim Patton, and Commissioner Smith. So I think the recommendation would be to cast our 831 votes for Commissioner Smith.
That's, yeah, and so I would make a motion.
Second.
A motion and second. Any discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. Thank you, Commissioner Smith, for agreeing to
Yes, sir.
serve in that capacity.
I'm pretty thrilled about it.
You'll like it. I've been there.
M2 is discussion regarding participation in the Food for Families food drive. This event is scheduled for November 21st, 2025, and in the past, Chrissy has coordinated that, but she will actually be out that week. So Reagan has been visiting with Heather Travers, and Heather and Health Services, Erica Kunkel, have offered to help coordinate. Likely will not do a competition this year and just keep it purely as a collection for the food drive, if that's okay. So we just need a motion to participate in the Food for Families food drive.
So moved.
Okay, a motion and a second, I'll second. Any comments? My comment is, I guess it would be, that people could give either canned goods or cash, right? So, okay. All right, good, and I hope everyone helps out, even small amounts or more. So, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass.
Under item N, Americans with Disabilities Compliance Project. N1 is authorization of professional service invoice with CPNY doing business as STV for their ADA study report for September. Ken?
Yes, this was Poland location services, and the amount is $259. We recommend for approval.
So move.
I'll second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
Under item O, McLennan County Downtown Jail Remodel Project. We have nothing under O1. Under O2 is regarding the McLennan County Downtown Jail Remodel for courtrooms and office space, agreement with Brinkley Sargent Wigington Architects. O2A is authorization of invoice number 31. It totals $121,169.45. And then O2B is authorization of invoice number 32, totaling $36,915.80. These have been reviewed by myself, Ken, and TJ, and are recommended for approval.
All right, any questions? If not, I'd make a motion we approve.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any other discussion? No other discussion. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Pass.
That should be all the action points for today.
All right, got everything covered? All right, anything else to come forward the court today? If not, it's 9:49. We stand adjourned.